Listen. Right. You shut my door. Back. Right. So just in Tadasana. So just stand perhaps your feet 2 or 3 inches apart. No, have them touching. So just feel as though you have a cushion between your thighs. Squeeze as tightly as you can. Your thighs together. Draw in your tummy so you lengthen through your waist. That lifting of your breastbone. The drawing in of your chin. So just try and feel that length through the whole of your body, from the soles of your feet to the crown of your head. And then just interlock. No, in fact, don't interlock your fingers. Have your thumb and forefinger straight. Your other fingers interlock, like you're doing the crown and steeple with your hands. So breathe in, bring your arms up above your head. Stretch through your waist. Breathe out, sway to one side. Keep your elbows as straight as you can. Keep that nice stretch along your waist. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, the sway to the other side. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out, sway. Try and keep the palms of your hands stuck together. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out and sway. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out and sway. One more. Breathe in, stretch up. Breathe out and sway. Now, breathe in. When you come back upright, just drop your head back, somewhere comfortable, and then take your hands to where your eyes are. So you do a nice back bend. Keep your elbows quite straight. Breathe in, come up, and now suck in your tummy, go forward into a nice back bend. Just bend your elbows, point your toes towards your feet. Sorry, point your fingers towards your feet. Breathe in, sweep your arms out in front of you. Go, take your arms behind you, and then take your eyes to look where your thumbs are behind you. So a nice back bend. You've done sideways bend, the back bend. Breathe in, come forward, stretch up, breathe out, swing down, bend your elbows, relax the top of your body, head, shoulders. Let's do one more. Breathe in, sweep your arms out in front of you, come up. Take your head back first, then take your hands to where your gaze is. Just close the palms of your hands if they're separated, and come back upright. Just bring your arms down by your side. Just shake your feet a couple of times, and then interlock your fingers. Breathe in, stretch your arms towards me. Breathe out. Breathe in, draw your tummy in as you stretch out. Breathe out. Breathe in, stretch. Breathe out. Breathe in, stretch. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in, stretch. Breathe out. Just turn your hands, bring your hands behind the back of your head. Breathe in, open your chest. So feel your breastbone lift. Draw in your tummy. Look upwards. Keep pushing your elbows back. Keep making space in the back of your spine. Breathe out. Drop your chin. Point your elbows towards the floor. Breathe in. Lift your breastbone. Draw your tummy button in. Push your elbows back. Just feel that nice back bend. Breathe out. Drop your chin. Point your elbows down. One more. Breathe in. Press into your feet. Lift your breastbone. Open your shoulder elbows. Draw your tummy in. Breathe out. Head forward. Elbows point down. Just come up to upright, lower your arms, and then just drop your chin. Do the pendulum side to side. Sway nice and gently. And then just come back to the center. Just blink your eyes a couple of times. So breathe in, sweep your arms out to the side, draw your tummy in, lift your breastbone. Breathe out, relax shoulders. Breathe in, pick up your pencil, draw in your tummy again, draw in your chin. Feel this time as though the crown of your head's being pulled up towards the ceiling. Release that, hold, breathe out, arms float down. Breathe in, arms come up, breathe out, relax your shoulders. Breathe in, pick up your pencil, draw in your tummy, draw in your chin, and lengthen. Feel your head being pulled up as though it's being suckered up towards the ceiling. Release. Breathe out, drop your arms. Breathe in, arms float. Breathe out, shoulders. So breathe in, draw in your tummy, draw in your chin. Feel as though you're being pulled up by a sucker, one that clears sinks usually. You've got it on the crown of your head. Release, breathe out, drop your arms. Just swing your arms out in front of you. Breathe in, just swing them back so that you pull your shoulders together. You get your hands just trying to move a bit closer together. Breathe in, open your chest, lift your ribcage. Breathe out, squeeze your arms together. Keep them perfectly straight, but try and squeeze them together. Breathe in, lift your arms. Breathe out, just hold that squeeze. Breathe in, lift them. Breathe out that squeeze. And then just drop your hands just for a moment or two. So just, I can't remember if oh yes, I am recording, so I can't remember if I press the button. So just stand with your feet about hip distance apart, and then let's do the swimming. So let's do front crawl, but with a nice twist that you look for your hand as it comes back over. Nice. Try and draw your tummy in, so really swing. So let's make the next to the last, and let's go backwards. So do the back crawl and the twist. Nice movement, and draw your tummy in. Big movement of that shoulder socket. Let's make the next one the last, and then just come back to the front. Just shake your feet, your legs a couple of times. So just lift your toes, spread your toes apart, push the balls of your feet into the floor. So you're just about to press onto them and come off your heels, but you're not actually going to lift your heels. Take as much weight onto the balls of your feet as you can. Then relax, toes down. Lift your toes, just move. So as though you're going to take all that weight onto the balls of your feet, that you feel the whole of them supporting you. Perhaps your heel half a centimetre off the floor. Then come back, lower your toes. One more time, lift your toes, come forward. Perhaps half a centimetre heels left the floor, but you're pressing into the balls of your feet. Come back down, relax your feet, just go sideways. So in and out, rock them side to side. Just feel your foot get a nice massage. And let's make the next one the last. And then just tuck your toes under, stretch the front of your foot from your knee to your pointing of your toe. And then swap sides, tuck your toe under. And come back onto your heels. So just take your feet hip distance apart, interlock your fingers, turn your hands, rest them on your head, and lengthen through your spine. Pull your tummy button really tight in this time. Breathe in, and at the same time, stretch up towards the ceiling. Breathe out, bring your hands to rest on your head in between. Breathe in, stretch. So you're pulling yourself up from the soles of your feet up to the ceiling. Breathe out, hands rest on head. Breathe in and just feel as though you're being pulled up, giving yourself a body lift. Breathe out, hands on head. One more time, breathe in. Stretch up towards the ceiling. Breathe out, hands on head. Just turn your hands forward. Just going to rub my eyes. Just drop your arms by your side. Just shake your shoulders a couple of times. So let's do the shoulder squeeze and then we'll do cow face. So breathe in, swing the backs of your hands together. Breathe out. Interlock your fingers. Breathe in, really straighten your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Look up, suck in your tummy, even at that point. Breathe out, come forward. Head down, arms wherever is comfortable. Breathe in, come back up. Breathe out. So two more. Breathe in, backs of your hands. Breathe out. Interlock your fingers. So breathe in. Look up towards the ceiling, that nice squeeze. Breathe out, come down. Head, arms follow. Breathe in. Come back up. Just release. One last time. Breathe in, backs of your hands. Breathe out. Breathe in. Look up towards the ceiling, that nice back bend. Breathe out. Head down. Now, let's lift our head forward. Breathe in. Lift your head. The double bend, your chin coming forward. Close your teeth. Drop your head. Breathe out. Come back up. Just shake your shoulders. Just take your shoulders feel nice and comfortable. Just lift your breastbone. Let's do the cow face pose. So bring your hand up between your shoulder blades. Encourage it as high as you can. Just drop your other arm. Breathe in. The other arm comes up. Nice stretch. Breathe out. Drop your hands. See if you can get hold of your fingers. I'm still not there. I'm hoping one day. You could have a sock or something and pull onto it, but tuck in your bottom. Tuck in your chin. Let's start the eye movement, the moving. Breathe in. Look up to your elbow. Breathe out. Look down to your shoulder. Breathe in, look up to your elbow. Breathe out, look down to your shoulder. Breathe in, look up to your elbow. Breathe out, look down to your shoulder. One more, breathe in, look up to your elbow. Breathe out, look down to your shoulder. Bring your head back, take your arms out of the pose. Just stretch before we go the other side. So big stretch through your waist, arms, and then other arm up between your shoulder blades. Encourage it as high as you can. And then breathe in, the other arm floats. Breathe out, then the big stretch. Breathe in, big stretch through the whole of your body. Breathe out, see if you can grab hold of your fingers. So elbows pointing down, one up, one down. Tuck in your tummy. Breathe in, look up to your elbow. Breathe out, look down to your shoulder. Breathe in, look up to your elbow. Breathe out, look down to your shoulder. Breathe in, look up to your elbow. Keep your tummy tucked in. Breathe out to your shoulder. Breathe in, last one, up to your elbow. Breathe out to your shoulder. Just come out of the hold. Just stretch. Big stretch through the whole of your body. Just perhaps bring your hands up. Turn your hands forward. Bring them above your head. Breathe in. Come forward. Let's do that sideways swing. Swing to one side. Swing to the other. Swing to the side. Swing to the other. Back to the center. breathe in. Let's go down the other way. Breathe out. Start the swing the other way, if you can remember. Swing to the side, swing to the other, swing to the side, swing to the other, and back to the center. Breathe in, come back up, breathe out, arms down by your side. Just stand nice and tall, draw in your tummy, drop your chin. Start the swing from the other side, if you can remember. And then just back. Blink your eyes just a few times. So we're going to do one of the warrior poses and the balance. So we're going to do the warrior pose that you take your arms up and you look up to your hand. Let me just show you quickly. So you'll stand, take the step forward, interlock your hands. So you're going to do all that stuff. So once you've got your feet in the right position, then you'll be taking your hand up, taking a couple of breaths. We'll take 3 breaths the first time we do it. The second time we do it, instead of just bringing your leg forward, you're going to come into the balance. So you'll take one leg out, see whether you're ready to take the other one out. So, and then come out of it. So the first time we do it, we won't do the balance. So I'm going to go to the back of the mat. I'll do it sideways on. Just stand in Tadasana. Make sure your chin is tucked in, tummy button pulled in, so you're flattening your lower back. So let's do the same side. Take a big step forward with your right foot. And remember that your back foot needs to be turned quite in, because your hips now should be facing the short side of your mat. They're facing straight on. And the key is turning your back foot in. So just check you've got your hips in the right place. Let's do the bend first of all. So bend your front knee. And you want to see your big toe on the inside of your knee. And really, you want a right angle. So your knee should be directly above your ankle. If it's moving forward like that, wiggle your back foot. So I'm going to go into where I think is my optimum point. So I can see my big toe. I think my knee is directly above my ankle. I can look forward. My hips are facing forward. So if you're in your position on that side, just straighten your leg, swivel right round, and just check that you're ready to do it the other side. So go into the bend. Check you can see your big toe. Check your knee looks as though it's directly above your ankle. Hopefully your back foot stays flat on the floor. And then just come back up. So your legs should be quite wide. Laura, yours should be even wider. Anyone with very long legs will have much wider stance. So just stand with your feet running forward. Grip the floor with the outsides of your feet and feel the insides of your thighs tightening. Flatten your lower back. Feel your breastbone lift, chin drawn in. So a nice wide standing Tadasana. So let's swivel around to your right. Get in position to start your warrior, your tailbone tucked under. Lengthen through your legs, don't sink. Interlock your fingers, thumb and forefinger are straight. Just place them in front of your chest. Breathe in. As you breathe out, go into the bend. Have a quick look. Check if you need to make any adjustments. Do you need to move your back foot? And when you're ready, breathe in. Take your arms straight above you, slightly behind you. Look up to your raised thumbs. 3 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Bring your hands back in front of you, straighten your front leg and do the swivel to go straight into the other side. So just make sure you're nicely balanced across your feet. Go into your bend. Bend your knee, just check everything is as it should be, knee above ankle. You can see your big toe. Breathe in, bring your arms up slightly behind you, look up to your thumbs. Breathe out, 3 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. One more breath, breathe in, breathe out. Bring your hands back in front of your chest. Come back to the front, so you're facing front, and we'll go into it again. Just 2 breaths, then the balance. If you don't want to balance, just stay down for another breath. So everybody ready. So legs straight to begin with, tailbone tucked under. Lift through your spine. Breathe in, breathe out. Bend your knee. Check your knee is in the right place. I need to move my foot back a bit. You can see the big toe, knee above ankle. Breathe in, bring your hands up. Breathe out, 2 breaths, then we'll do the balance. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Just bring your hands back in front of your chest. Shift the weight onto your front foot and begin to lift your back foot off the floor. You can stay wherever you feel comfortable, but if you can get your leg up, and then if you feel comfortable, take your arms out in front of you. Let's stay for 2 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Just come back up into standing. Quite strong, not only in balance, but strong on your legs. So step back with your right foot. So see if you can get into the position to start your warrior just by stepping back. So everybody ready? Bend your knee. Just check it's in that place above your ankle. You can see your big toe. Lift through your waist. Breathe in. Bring your arms up and behind you. Breathe out. 2 breaths, everybody. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your arms down. Begin to shift the weight onto your leading leg. Lift your back leg. Decide how high you want it. If you're comfortable, take your arms out in front of you. 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your hands, foot, and up into Tadasana. Just drop your arms by your side. Close your eyes. Lengthen the back of your neck. Just take a couple of breaths. So the warrior poses, the very strong, energetic poses. So if you wanted a very strong class, you'd have quite a few of the warrior poses. So just keep your eyes shut. Lift your breastbone, tuck your chin in. Just drop your shoulder blades towards your waist. And again, just take a couple of breaths. And then just open your eyes, keep an eye on the time. So let's do another standing. Let's do the eagle pose. So we'll do the arm stuff first of all. So just have your feet about hip distance apart. So just swing your arms. Your right arm goes over your left and you grab hold of your shoulders. Walk your hands towards the middle of your back. And then draw your chin back. Breathe in. Breathe out. See if you can walk your hands a bit further towards the center of your back. Draw your chin back. So let's take 3 nice big breaths. Press onto your chest. So the breath will go to the back of your rib cage. Breathe in. Breathe out. Perhaps you can walk your fingers. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just swing your arms. Just drop them by your side. So you're going to do exactly the same thing, but left over right. Swing your arms over your shoulders. Walk your hands as far around your back as you can. Pull your chin back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Walk your hands a bit further. Pull your chin back. Just press into your chest slightly. 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel the breath forced into the back of the lungs. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just swing your arms back. Just swing them out. Just stand for a moment in Tadasana. So when you swing your right arm over left, you'll take the weight onto your left foot and hook your front foot around the back. I can't quite get them back. And you're going to bend your knee. So you'll be doing the pose like that. So I'll do it sideways. So you swing your leg right round. Whoops. And then you're going to be bending your knee. So you could bend your knee and then swing it. It might help you get a bit further around. So let's start the full pose. Feet a few inches apart. Oh no, I've done it all wrong. No, I haven't. Right, so really what you're going to do is swing them and grab hold of your hands. So your palms facing each other, so or clasping each other. So as long as the palms face each other. So that's the start. So right arm over left. Try and have your palms facing each other. You might have your hands interlocked. Just stand nice and tall. Draw your chin in. So swing your right foot around the back of your left leg and bend the knee. So just see where you can get your foot round. You might get your foot right round the back. Ready to start. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just tip forward. Move your chin towards your thumbs. Let's take 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just enjoy the breath at the back of your lungs. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just come back up. Unhook your feet. Unhook your arms. Just shake your arms a couple of times. So we're ready to do the eagle on the other leg. So left arm over right. Do the hands together if you can. Either interlocked or just facing each other. Or flat hands. So take the weight onto your right foot. Hook your left foot around the back. Bend your knee. So you might get a bit further. No, that's your, sorry, you're standing on your right foot, aren't you? You're hooking your left foot round. So just make sure you're doing the right thing. Tip your chin towards your thumbs. We're ready for 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Enjoy the air in the back of your lungs. Breathe in. Breathe out. And just come back up. Undo your feet. Undo your arms. And just stand in Tadasana. Visualize an eagle. Now just light. Flying through the blue sky. Just take a few breaths. Really breathe fully into your lungs. Feel the rib cage expand. And one more breath. Breathe in. And breathe out. Just shake your arm. Well, let's do a pendulum again. Just drop your chin, swing your head side to side. And then just blink your eyes a couple of times. So if you come down onto your hands and knees, just keep an eye on the time. So hands and knees. Let's quickly do cat-cow. So hands just beneath your shoulders, slightly in front maybe. Your knees about hip distance apart. Nice tabletop back. So pull up your tummy button just to begin. So breathe in, let your lower back dip, sink, spread your bottom, look up towards the ceiling. Close your teeth. Breathe out. Begin to push through your shoulders. Arch your back. Draw your tummy button up towards your spine. Look down to your knees. Breathe in. Spread your bottom. Look up towards the sky. Breathe out. Arch your spine. Push through your shoulders. Look to your knees. Breathe in. Spread your bottom, look up to the ceiling, breathe out, arch your spine, draw your tummy muscles up, tummy button up, look down towards your knees. Breathe in, come into that tabletop position. Push your hip to one side, turn your head to look towards the other. Breathe in, come back to the center, breathe out, move your hip one way, turn your head the other. Breathe in to the center, breathe out. Hip goes one way, your head looks the other. Breathe in to the center, breathe out. Hip goes one way, head goes the other. Breathe in to the center, just come back onto your heels. Just place your hands just on your fists, just for a couple of breaths. So we'll just come up onto hands and knees. Let's do the camel. Let's do the camel, the full camel this time. So tuck your toes under. Unless you know you are very flexible, you can keep them flat on your back. The camel's not one of my greatest of poses. So so I can't get down. So what this one you do is you swing one arm up. You drop your hand on the same heel, you swing your other arm up. You might need to separate your knees slightly. I'm going to have to drop your hand onto the other heel, I can't find mine, and then drop your head back. But before that, let's do the half camel actually. So tuck your toes under, place your hands on your kidneys. So palms forcing down, just pull your shoulder blades together. Breathe in, lift your breastbone, feel that nice back bend. Drop your head, push your hips slightly forward. Make sure your neck's not too scrunched up. So that would be the modified camel. So if you didn't want to do the full back bend, you could just keep that position, come back up, just lower your arms, lower your toes. So if you're very flexible, you would do it with your foot flat. So let's have a go. So tuck your toes under if you want to. Have your knees perhaps hip distance apart, not too close together. Lift through your breastbone. So a Tadasana on your knees, really. I'm going to start with my right hand. So breathe in, swing your right arm behind you. Place your hand on your heel. And then if you feel comfortable, bring your arm up, the other arm up. Place your hand on your heel. Push your hips up. Breathe in. Drop your head. 3 breaths. I can feel it at the front of my thighs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your head up. Release your hands one at a time. If you want to bring them over the top. And then lower your toes. Come onto your heels, nice and gently. Place your 2 fists on the mat, one on top of each other. Just rest your forehead on your fists. Just take a couple of breaths. And then just come back to the back of your mat so you've got space in front of you. And we'll try the sequence that I think we've done it before. It's the where you open the closing leaf. It's I'll just show you quickly. So you start with your foot. Well, or do it with me. You start with your forehead on the floor in closed leaf position. Bring your arms out in front of you. So your arms are stretched out. Come up onto your hands and knees. And then take your right foot forward. That's the tricky bit. Right foot forward. Rest on your thigh. At the same time, tuck your back toes under. Breathe in. Straighten your leading leg and lift your back leg straight up to the ceiling. Try and get your head towards your knee. Breathe in. Bring your back leg to join the front and swing your right leg up. So if that's the leg you haven't lifted before, lift that leg up to the ceiling, your head moving towards your knee. Then drop that leg behind you, right behind you. Drop your knee onto the mat. Let your toes go flat. Breathe in, come up. I think I missed this bit out of the other side, so do a nice back bend. Breathe out. Bring your hands down. Bring your back foot, your front foot to join your back knee. Just let your forehead come onto the floor. Your arms are stretched out. Open leaf pose. And then bring your arms by your sides. Closed leaf pose. Now let's try it the other side. Bring your arms back in front of you. Open leaf pose. Come up onto your hands and knees. This time, bring your right foot forward. That's a bit tricky, that bit. And this is a bit I missed out. Breathe in. Come back. Do a nice back bend. Breathe out. So begin to tuck your back toes under. Breathe in, come up on the leading leg and lift your back leg up to the ceiling, forehead to knee. Breathe in, swing the foot to join the other. Take your right leg up to the ceiling, forehead to knee. Breathe in, drop that foot right back behind you. Drop your knee onto the mat, toes tucked under, toes flat. Breathe in, sweep your arms up into that nice back bend. Breathe out, hands back by your foot. Move your foot to join your knee at the back. Closed, open leaf pose. Your arms stretched out in front of you. You're in a kneeling pose. Bring your arms either side. Closed leaf pose. And then just nice and gently come back up into kneeling. Did you follow it more or less? Hopefully. So let's try it again because it's quite a nice sequence. So you're kneeling at the back of your mat. So come up on, no you don't. Come into child's pose or closed leaf pose. Forehead on the floor. Sweep your arms round in front of you. Open leaf pose. Come up onto your hands and knees. Cat pose. Bring your right leg forward. Equine pose, where you look up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Bring your arms up. Look upwards. Breathe out. Tuck your back toes under, come up onto your leading leg, lift your back foot up to the ceiling, forehead to knee. Sweep that foot down. by the other. Take your right foot up to the ceiling, forehead to knee. Drop your foot back behind you, quite a long way. Knee on the floor, toes flat. Breathe in, come up into that nice back bend, both arms up. Breathe out, hands by your foot. Bring that foot back to join the other one. Bring your head onto the floor, arms outstretched, open leaf pose. Bring your arms by your side, closed leaf pose. Straight in for the other side. Bring your arms back, open leaf pose. Come up onto your hands and knees. Bring your left foot forward this time. Tuck your back toes under. Breathe in. Come up into that nice back bend. Breathe out. Hands on the floor, either side of your foot. Lift your back leg. Forehead to knee. Breathe in. Swing your back foot to join the front and take your left leg up to the ceiling. Forehead to knee. Drop your back foot quite far behind you. Drop your knee. Look upwards, ready to go into the back bend. Breathe in. Nice back bend. Breathe out. Hands either side of your foot. Swing your foot back onto your knees. Arms outstretched. Open leaf pose. Bring your arms down by your side. Closed leaf pose. And nice and gently, just come up into kneeling. So it's a bit like the sun salutation, but slightly modified. It's quite a nice sequence. So just come out, legs stretched out to the sides, nice tall spine, just wiggle, make sure that your knees are nice and flat on the underside if you can. So interlock your hands. So keep your arms at shoulder height, keep your elbows nice and straight. Reach towards me. So keep those arms up at shoulder height. Reach backwards. And let's start the grinding. Keeping arms straight, keeping them at shoulder height. And just feel those 4 points of your pelvis, making contact with the floor. Grinding, in fact, really on the floor. Keep that swing, keep the arms straight. Let's go the other way. Take those arms the other way. Try and keep them at shoulder height. Try and keep them straight at the elbows. Nice swinging movement. And then just make that one the last. Come back up. Just shake your shoulders, your legs a couple, not legs, your arms, shoulders a couple of times. So let's do the hand foot. So with your forefinger and middle finger, see if you can hold on to your big toe. If you can't, lay your hand along your leg somewhere. As long as that other hip doesn't come off the floor. So I'm going to get hold of it this time, I think, unless my hip starts to come off the floor. I'll adjust. So then turn your chest to face the front. Breathe in. Bring your hand right over the top. See whether you can grab hold of your fingers. So I can feel my hip coming off the floor. So I'm going to come back up a little way. Press it down. So turn your head. Look up towards your elbow. 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just come back up. And then just see whether you can slide your hand, grab hold of your toe, or rest it on your leg. I'm going to rest it a bit higher this time because I think my hip was coming a bit off from that. So breathe in, bring your hand over the top. See whether you can get hold of your thumb, fingers, big toe. Turn your head, look up towards your elbow, chest to the front, the hips stuck to the floor. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. One more breath, breathe in, breathe out. Just come back up, hands on your legs, just bounce a couple of times. See where you get to, just bounce a couple of times. And then just come back up into a nice tall spine. So just pull your heels in one at a time, soles of your feet together. Just cup your hands around your feet. Try and lengthen your lower back. So focus on your lower back as though you're pulling your spine to touch your tummy button. And then butterfly your knees quite sharply. So just feel that nice loosening of your hip sockets. Nice butterfly movement. Then press your thighs down a bit further and start the movement a little further. So just try and get your knees quite close to the floor. So, and then when you finish that, just take hold of your ankles, push your heels forward and separate your feet. So it looks like your feet are doing that. And then slide your hands under one heel so your fingertips come onto the inside of your heels. Just adjust where you want to be for this one. Remember, this is the lower back stretch, so the lumbar stretch. Just check how it feels to you. So breathe in, look up towards the ceiling. From your sitting bones, start your movement from there. As you breathe out, see if you can get your elbows onto the floor. Pull your head towards your heels. Not so much pull it as your lower back lengthening, letting it come forward. Breathe in, straighten up your elbows, look up towards the ceiling. Breathe out. And again, it's from your lower back that the movement comes. See how close your elbows can reach towards the floor. And enjoy your lower back getting that nice stretch. Breathe in, look up towards the ceiling. Breathe out, lower your elbows towards the floor. You might want to slide your feet slightly forward. Just see what suits you. Just stay like that for a moment or two. Just any tension, just let it go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Remember, the out breath always lets you go a bit further. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then just come back up. Release your heels. Bring your knees together. Pull your knees a bit closer to your body and just grab hold of your wrists or elbows, whatever you can. Nice tall spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now this time collapse your spine. Just let it sag backwards. Breathe in. Bring your spine up nice and tall. Chin tucked in. Breathe out. Just let it sag. One more time. Breathe in. Come up with your head. Nice tall spine. Breathe out. Just let it sag. And then just come back up. Just, I'll swing round. You're going to come onto your mat. Just bend your knees over your tummy. Crisscross your ankles and do the little bobbing side to side in the waves. Just nice and gently. And then just come back to the center, tuck your chin in, relax your shoulders, and do the crisscross, stretch your legs up to the ceiling. Drop your arms by your side. Have your feet flat so that they're flat against the ceiling, and then do the moonwalk. So just nice and gently. Your foot slides back, your front foot doesn't really move as much. It's the back foot that goes backwards. Just do a few, just enjoy your legs getting a rest, the blood getting a chance to come out of the feet, back down the legs, get cleaned up. And then just have your legs both together, point your toes towards the ceiling, tuck your chin in, press into your lower back. Only if you feel you can do this, breathe in and bring your legs down slowly. If it's too much, bend at the knees, come down or come down one at a time. So just be careful. You're pressing into your lower back, and once your legs are down, tuck your chin in, relax your shoulders, your arms, hands, waist, hips, legs, feet. Just take a couple of breaths. And again, bend your knees over your tummy, crisscross your ankles the other way if you can remember which way they were last time. Just rock gently, that little boat bobbing in the waves. And then just place your feet on the floor, close to your bottom. If you find it easier to shuffle your bottom towards your heels, move that way. So that might be an easier option. So arms down by your side. Some of you might be able to grab hold of your ankles. I'm nowhere near. Chin tucked in. Let's come up into a nice bridge. So feet about hip distance apart. Breathe in, lift your hips. And at the same time, tuck your chin in. Push your hips up. Peel your spine off the floor. Press into your feet to help get as much of your spine off the mat as you can. And then if you can feel your chin against your chest, feel the top of your neck, rock gently, tuck your shoulders underneath you. Rock gently side to side. So your shoulder blades squeezing. Then if you can, interlock your hands. Press into your feet, press your hands down, perhaps your elbows down. Let's stay up for 3 nice breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Unclasp your hands. Begin to lower gently, vertebra by vertebra. Each one getting a little contact with the mat. When your tailbone is down, just bend your knees over your tummy, just rock gently, or do the figure of 8 sideways on. And at the same time, make it difficult, roll your head gently, side to side. And nice and gently, just place your feet on the floor. Just slide your legs down one at a time. Just completely relax. So we'll just do the lift, one last lift before we relax. So arms by your side, sides of your hands on the floor, your thumbs sticking up in the air. Press your lower back onto the mat, then come up, both legs, head, shoulders, arms, so everything off the mat, but tuck your chin in, lengthen your spine, look to your feet. Release, come back down, chin tucked in, completely relaxed, especially your tummy. So we'll do one more, just one more. Breathe in, come up, arms, legs, head, shoulders. Look to your feet, but lengthen the back of your neck. So draw your chin in and backwards. And come back down. Just take a breath or two. So if you want to stay like that for the relaxation, or if you want to sit. So just make sure you're comfortable. If you're lying down, have your palms face the ceiling. Chin tucked in. If you're sitting, have your spine nice and tall, your chin again drawn in slightly. So just a few minutes to relax. You just be aware perhaps of any tension lingering in your body. See if you can let it melt into the ground. And just feel as though your body is supported by the ground. Just let it relax. Eyes gently shut or half shut. And just take your awareness to your nostrils. Feel that in-breath slightly cool. You draw it to the bridge of the nose and it moves down through the back of the mouth, through the windpipe, and down into the lungs, into all those different tubes. When you're ready to breathe out, just feel the breath leaving the lungs up through the windpipe to the back of the mouth, the bridge of the nose, leaving the body through the nostrils, but feeling slightly warm. And just visualize your lungs like upside down trees. And visualize the air, the energy going down through the trunks of the tree, to all the branches, to every single leaf on that tree. When you breathe out, just visualize the breath leaving every single leaf along the branches to the trunk, up through the windpipe, out through the nostrils. Just visualize your type of tree. And as you breathe, just notice whether you can see the movement in the leaves on your tree. The breath reaching every single leaf on your tree. And when you breathe out, the breath leaving every single leaf on your tree, along the branches, along the trunk, out through the nostrils. Your tree is standing where the sun shines, the sky is blue, and the leaves on your tree are those very fresh green leaves, those first leaves to emerge. Your tree is nice and steady, supportive. And you feel relaxed, you feel rooted to your ground. You feel the breath reaching every single leaf on your tree, taking the nourishment around your body. And then you begin to notice that you're no longer looking at your tree, but you're lying or sitting in your room. You become aware of your floor, the walls around you, the ceiling above you, and slowly you just begin to move your fingers, your toes, You just stretch and yawn a couple of times. So just stretch and yawn, stretch and yawn, and then just bend your knees over your tummy. Just wrap your arms around your knees, rock gently side to side. Or if you're sitting, just gently move your spine. And then place your feet back on the floor, roll onto one side, up into an easy sitting position. So nice tall spine. So your spine, that nice, tall, healthy spine, reaching up towards the sky through the crown of your head. So eyes gently shut if that's comfortable. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Just rub your hands together till you feel the warmth, the energy. Just place your hands at your eyes, your fingertips crisscrossed at your forehead. 3 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Hands into Namaste. We just finished with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, the universal sound, Shanti, meaning peace. Thank you. Ooh, let me come out. Stop recording.